Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. I just watched episode 7 of season 2 of Superman and Lois. I so want to say Lois and Clark, but Superman and Lois. It was good. It was good. The show's always good. I love having a weekly show, appointment television again. I haven't had that for a long time, but I was very disappointed that they killed Bizarro Superman. I really can't believe that that's all they used his character for. That was the most they did with him. I was under the impression he was far more important and had far more to contribute to the story and to the lore of this show than just letting them know that this cult leader is a problem and then getting killed trying to kill a human that was hyped up on XK. So that was like, really? Okay, so what happened in the whole episode? Well, let's deal with the smallest, less important stories first. Lana's husband got redemption. His daughter spoke to him after talking to her little friend from camp, and she basically told her not to waste a year being angry and mean and just talk to her dad, and she did. Lana basically undermined the mayor who was exploiting her family tragedy for his own gain and turned that around on him pretty quick. And that was a pretty nice slap to the face there. I was like, I enjoyed that. I don't like that character. I don't like a few characters in this show, but it's okay because they're the bad guys. Now, what else was there? Of course, we had Jordan and Jonathan's adventures with XK. It's so annoying. Basically, the police showed up with sniffer dogs, but yet Jordan, I think that's the dumb one, he was the one, for some reason he thought it'd be smart to shove the whole lot of XK that his girlfriend had for him, which he said, I don't need, I'm not going to do this anymore, into his jacket because he thought he could get rid of it so she wouldn't get found with it and she wouldn't get in trouble because she was like, oh no, you can't let me. Yeah, okay, I'll just sacrifice myself for you because you're so much more important than me. It's really annoying. I hate the character. And he was just so stupid. Like, he puts him in his jacket and then it's like the dogs are sniffing. I'm like, well, gee, really? You thought they might have came with the ability to search for it? So he got caught. And not just with some for personal use. Obviously, he had 20 vials, so it looks like he's selling it. So that's the end of his school career and his life, basically. He has to face Lois, who is on the end of her string anyway, because Clark, of course, is incarcerated for treason. So she basically doesn't go off as much as I thought she would. I wanted to see her absolutely lose her mind at him, but she didn't. And he refused to say who he got the XK from and who was selling it, and it's obviously he wasn't selling it, so on some level she realises her son may be incredibly stupid, but he's trying to do the right thing in his own stupid little mind. So that doesn't go anywhere. They just keep going over and over and over and over and over and over that. Jonathan outs him for having taken it in the first place, and that's when he finally admits that he took it because he wanted to compete with the other guy, but he wasn't selling it and he's covering it for someone else, but he can't rat them out, basically. And she's like, so it's okay for you to destroy your life. You don't want to destroy their life, but it's okay for them to let you destroy yours. Well, what wonderful people. So, I wasn't this stupid at 16 or 17, how old this character is. I'm kind of surprised he is. But then again, he's a straight male, so, so that doesn't really go anywhere. They don't really resolve that. But now we come to the main sort of event, which is that Clark, of course, is locked away with his brother in the little red room. And, of course, he's loving it. They eventually escape. Now, whether it was an accidental setup, his brother beats him up and then the security guards come in and, of course, he wakes up, they fight, they, overpower them, escape. Clark stops them from, stops him from shooting the guards and everything, but basically they they go back to the desert Fortress of Solitude, because they actually sent what was his name, Anderson, to the frozen one, and all he found was the suit, and he got it into his head that somehow Superman was involved in helping Bizarro Superman the whole time. So he's just looking for conspiracy theories because he's trying to validate his own narrative that he's in the right and that he had to do this, and because he's basically gone against. I think he's gone against orders, but he's certainly ruined relations and everything he was told not to do. So he's just gone rogue because he's a toxic little man who obviously he's trying to feel bigger. So he's probably the most annoying character ever. But because he's got no redemption. Like when eventually he gets to the desert Fortress of Solitude and he attacks Superman and Superman's brother, I forgot his name, and Bizarro Superman. He just there's no redemption for him. He's got no intelligence, he's got no integrity, he's got no righteousness. He's not fighting for any cause. He's not one of these villains where they're doing the right thing because they believe it. He's just a sad, insecure little toxic man trying to look big and not wanting to be wrong and not wanting to admit that he was wrong and just trying to control everything, which he can't. It's just sad. It's just tragic. And he tries to shoot Superman and his brother actually jumps in front of the kryptonite bullets, and I'm like, really? I did not see that coming. So then Superman has to save him. He disintegrates the kryptonite from his organs, but he's not strong enough because he's been basically in the Red Room for all that time. He has to basically fly him up to the sun to get some power, to get some rays, and he saves him. But in the meantime, he just lets Bizarro Superman fight this soldier who is did I mention he got totally hyped up, pumped up on XK to do this? So he's basically like a Kryptonian attacking them with kryptonite weapons, and they just leave Bizarro Superman to attack to defend himself against him, and he just chokes him out and kills him. And I'm like, that's it for Bizarro Superman. That's just how they ended it. I was like, wow, because I thought, oh, he's going to be fine, he's going to wake up, he just knocked him out, blah, blah. No, he just walks off and goes and finds the cult lady. I forgot her name. It's a really name that doesn't sound like a cult leader. That's why I cannot remember it as a name. It's Allie. So he basically goes and finds her and says, I think I've got something you need. And he's, of course, stolen the amulet necklace thing, which, of course... Yeah, so why Superman didn't just take it and put, the safety of, the worlds and the dimensions, first, as opposed to his agreement with the government or anything. So he's basically let that slip into his hands and now her hands. And that's where the episode ended. But the last part of the story I want to get to is Clark's reaction to finding out what Jordan did. He basically said, look, you are apologising to everyone and you're out. You're basically going to be doing your schooling from home, and I'm going to be educating you on what I thought I had so far as morals and right and wrong and who I thought you were. So, of course, he cries because after Clark leaves because his dad is absolutely disgusted and disappointed in him beyond measure. But I really wanted him to go off more. I wanted both him and Lois to just really go off on him, just shy of, bending him over and treating him like a 5-year-old, which he's acting like. But, I was expecting fire and brimstone from the two of them, and I just got incredibly irate teacher. Middle school one at that. But, overall, I'm still loving the show. They must bring Bizarro Superman back somehow. He can't just end like this. This can't be all he came here for, to let them know that Allie's a threat. That's really all he did. Killed a couple of innocent people and let them know that Allie was a threat and explained that she destroys the other universe, which I guess is a big deal, but they kind of just used him for that. But I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how important he was in the Superman comics. I thought he was very important, but I don't know. And also find the whole humans using XK becoming as strong as Kryptonians, kind of unbelievable. I don't know if it was that prevalent in the comics or not, but I don't know. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. The show was good. I do love it. But yeah, occasionally they kind of shoot where I think they're going to go. They kind of shoot the enemy I think they're going to be the big bad for the season and go in another direction, a bit last minute, which always kind of irks me, like the Kryptonian army sort of being dumped for just the battle with his brother and everything, and they sort of ended that really quick. Yeah, so we'll see where we'll go for this season. I'm going to go.